Welcome to our channel where we update the most fascinating stories, dramatic plots and in-depth analysis of famous movies. If you are a lover of conflicting dramas, tense mind games and unpredictable situations, then this is the destination for you. Let's join us to discover the most thrilling stories, where emotions are always pushed to the climax. In the tense and suffocating atmosphere of a small town where every secret seems to be hidden under a peaceful shell, Leslie's cruel actions are like a time bomb, destroying the fake peace for so long. Kat, who holds important evidence of the secret crimes that Leslie hides, has become the ultimate target in her cold-blooded game of power and survival. The moment Leslie coldly finished off Kat was not only the end of a victim's silence, but also the beginning of an unpredictable storm. Immediately after Kat's mysterious disappearance, the small community was quickly shaken by rumors and scattered pieces of information spreading through every street corner, every dark alley. People began to ask questions. Their suspicious eyes gradually turned to Leslie, a beautiful but calculating and equally cruel woman. The rumors about Leslie's shady relationship with the underground forces in town, along with her suspicious actions, made many people start to feel scared, but at the same time urged them to dig deeper and find the truth behind the thick curtain that Leslie had created. The search for the truth quickly became a dangerous game between factions in town, where every step could be the end of a life. Those close to Kat, from close friends to sworn enemies, begin to reveal the shocking secrets that Kat once kept hidden. The story of Leslie's crimes goes beyond mere illegal acts, but also reveals a bottomless web of lies, betrayals and ambitions that could lead to the downfall of many people in town. Meanwhile, Leslie uses every trick in the book to cover up clues, using charm, threats and even violence to stop those who dare to get close to the truth. But her power and authority are not limitless. Mysterious characters begin to appear. People with complicated pasts with Leslie and Kat, who were friends, enemies, or allies in dark plans. Each has their own reasons for embarking on this dangerous quest, and no one knows who will be the final winner. A small bright spot appears when a group of people are determined to stand up against Leslie's manipulation. They collect clues from small evidences, forgotten stories, and even statements from people who seem unrelated. Among them, there is a young person with rare acumen and courage, who decides to go deep into the darkness to find the truth, regardless of all dangers. Their journey is not only a struggle for justice to be served, but also a suffocating psychological battle with increasingly sophisticated conspiracies and deadly traps set by Leslie. Each step closer to the truth makes the atmosphere more suffocating. Seemingly solid relationships begin to shake, betrayals from within are gradually revealed. Friendship, love, and trust are all tested to the limit. When the line between evil and good becomes more ambiguous than ever, Leslie, with her multifaceted nature and ruthless wisdom, fights not only to protect herself but also to maintain her dominance over the town. More than just a quest for the truth, this story is also an exposure of human nature when faced with the power of power and fear. The darkest corners of each character are gradually revealed, revealing painful stories, difficult choices and secrets that seem to be buried forever. The struggle between light and darkness, between truth and lies does not only take place on the surface, but also permeates every soul, every decision of those who dare to stand up against brutality. In the blink of an eye, the seemingly peaceful small town has become a dramatic psychological battlefield, where no one is an outsider, where every action can be a turning point of fate. Leslie is at risk of being exposed and retaliated against, but she is also ready to accept those dangers with an iron determination. Because in this game, only the strong can survive. And when the night falls, the most terrible secrets are still waiting to be revealed. The intense battles of wits and strength are not over yet. That makes all eyes turn to this dangerous and pitfall-filled search for the truth with utmost excitement and curiosity. The battle between Kat and Leslie is not simply a struggle between two individuals, but has become a symbol of a deeper conflict between truth and lies, between justice and ruthless ambition. Kat, with her courage and determination, not only keeps the evidence of Leslie's crimes, but also represents the only hope for this town to escape the darkness that Leslie has spread. Meanwhile, Leslie not only wants to silence Kat, but also wants to erase all traces that can threaten the position of power that she has built for a long time with dark conspiracies. From the very first moments when Kat discovered the shocking secrets about Leslie, she entered the dangerous game with vigilance and clear strategy. Kat not only secretly collects evidence but also cleverly builds a network of connections with people who can support her in exposing Leslie. However, Leslie quickly realizes this potential threat and begins to launch sharp counterattacks, from spreading rumors to defame Kat to covert acts of violence to silence her. Leslie uses her charm, power, and even her ruthlessness to isolate Kat from the public and her friends. The tension between the two escalates when Kat decides to go public with some of the evidence, causing Leslie to suffer a serious blow to her reputation and power. However, Leslie is not someone who accepts defeat easily. She launches a sophisticated revenge campaign, exploiting Kat's weaknesses to sabotage her personal life and career. Leslie's schemes are not only aimed at breaking Kat down, but also at setting an example for anyone who dares to oppose her. Meanwhile, the small town becomes seriously divided, with people starting to take sides, one side supporting Kat and the other still believing in Leslie. Not only fighting on the public front, the war also spreads into the hidden corners of psychology and emotions. Kat faces loneliness, heavy pressure, and fear of increasingly lurking conspiracies. Leslie, on the other side of the battle line, also has to hide deep wounds in her soul, dark memories and past calculations that make her a relentless pursuer of power at any cost. That struggle not only makes them more intense, but also creates a complex bond, both sworn enemies and people who are bound together by inevitable collisions. In moments that seem to break Kat, she finds strength from within, from the support of a few loyal friends and new clues that are constantly revealed. Kat fights not only for herself but also for justice for the other victims that Leslie has destroyed. She begins to expand her campaign, approaching the press, seeking help from legal organizations, and at the same time planning to protect herself from Leslie's brutal revenge attacks. Leslie is not giving up either, determined to use every resource, from underground connections to unpredictable tricks, to put Kat down once and for all. Leslie also secretly connects with other powerful figures in town, who are willing to trample on the truth to protect their own interests. Leslie's every move is carefully calculated, making the battle between her and Kat not just a battle between two people but also a conflict between underground forces, between darkness and light. However, Kat's perseverance and courage gradually change the situation when undeniable evidence is exposed to the light. The townspeople, who had been skeptical and silent, began to rise up and demand justice, creating a powerful wave of resistance against Leslie and her allies. The pressure from the community, along with the intervention of the law, pushed Leslie deeper into a spiral of despair, forcing her to face the possibility of losing everything: power, reputation, and freedom. The battle between Kat and Leslie is not just a personal battle, but also a battle to determine the future of the entire town. As the truth is gradually revealed, the dark corners of each person's soul are also revealed, causing everyone to question the limits of trust, betrayal, and the power of justice. And as the thick night gradually falls, can Kat keep her faith and win against Leslie's limitless cruelty and scheming? Or will Leslie once again turn the truth into an obsession and maintain her throne of power at all costs? That fierce battle continues, every minute and every second, creating an epic full of tragedy and captivating that cannot be taken away. Thank you for taking the time to follow the article. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click follow to not miss the latest updates on your favorite movies as well as the next in-depth analysis. All your comments and shares are a great motivation for us to continue bringing you the best quality content. See you in the next videos and articles.